We're here to define what a man is, right?
Responsibility creates struggle, struggle creates strength, and strength creates structure.
How many people care about what people think about them? Be honest.
As a man, you got to be able to protect not just yourself, but your family.
When we talk about being a man, it's your behaviors.
But I don't say any of this to brag. I don't say any of this to gloat my life up or I'm better than anybody.
I start crying. I'm like, why am I crying? And so what I realized was,
you put yourself in a target-rich environment. You are the only woman that paid for a ticket to come to this event.
if you're trying to teach your daughter to be around a certain man and you're not that man yourself, she gonna choose you.
Hey, let me not touch this nigga. He too clean. Where is that on you?
It's not on me.
It's not on you. The only reason why it's not on you is because you didn't choose it.
Find the women who can actually help you build. And here's some deep game for you. You don't have to have sex with all of them.
Since 2016, I've been following Lucario and Miles. Y'all changed my life. Followed by Uncle Ram. So ever since then, I've been getting a little bit of too much ass at times.
As you know, as a man, there's a balance to it. Your purpose and pussy. And the heavier your purpose.
Even if you lose the relationship, you don't lose yourself. And that's the most important part.
Click the link below and get your tickets to the Game Kings 2, The Definition of a Man seminar in Las Vegas, Nevada, Labor Day weekend, September 3rd, featuring Boss Mac Topsoil, Steve the Dean Williams, Mr. 1950, Afi Kingdom, King Dre, and hosted by Miles Cunningham and yours truly, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. So make sure you click the link below to get your tickets today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
All right, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
What's poppin'? What's good? What's good? Shout outs to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. Who we got up in here? Why that's so funny? AJ Lindo, Respect the Truth, Refurbished, Tyrone, Monogamous, Player in the building, Oakstown's finest, Unique 79 in the motherfucking building. Shout out to my sexy lady, April MC in the motherfucking building. What's going on? Who else we got up in here? We got No Data in the building. CT, Zati is in the building. Shout out to my dude, Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. Shout out to David, dude. What's going on? Shout out to Phoenix Smiles, Awesome Babies. What's going on? Shout out to Tamir. Who else we got up in here? Shout out to Rob Garcia. TMJ was popping. Who else we got up in here? Shout out to J Bone in the building. And shout out to everybody. Call me Jay, Real King. Shout out to everybody. So today, guys, today's show, right? We're going to be talking about how women become your enemy, right? When you manipulate and deceive them, okay? When you manipulate and deceive women, they're going to become your enemy. They're going to basically, be the evil beings that you think they are. You understand that most of you guys on the internet think they are because, a lot of the red pill stuff, a lot of the shit that you guys see on the internet where women are acting this way or being this way or doing some bullshit. What you have to understand is that a lot of it stems from when women are dealing with guys who manipulate and who are deceptive, right? So if you're the type of guy who's cool with, let's say, for example, lying to chicks, right? What's going to happen is that when she finds out that you're lying, right, and that she's been deceived, then she's going to be your enemy, right? If you're trying to manipulate a chick to get her to fall in love with you or do some other type of crazy shit, right? Once she's realized that she's been manipulated, she's going to be your enemy. Just like you hear guys talk about, like, for example, a chick, she keyed your car, she busted out your windows, she showed up at your job, right? A lot of that happens because you end up, you're manipulating and deceiving the woman and you thinking that, oh, well, this, who cares? Like, fuck that. Like, why shouldn't I lie? They lie to us, right? Like, why shouldn't I do this? You understand? Who gives a fuck about that chick? This is what you're thinking. And I'm going to break all that shit down too, right? About like, the shit that women be doing and all that other stuff, right? But what you got to understand is that a lot of times when these women act this way, it's in response to how you're being. Because see, what you got to understand is when you have game, right? A woman is not your enemy when you have game. I'm gonna say that again. When you have game, a woman is not your enemy. You understand? She's not your enemy. In fact, a woman is an asset to you when you have game. You understand? A woman is she's an ally to you. You feel what I'm saying? She's really about what you're about when you have game, right? And when you're a guy who has tight game, what you really do is that you're an honest motherfucker. You don't have to deceive women. You let women know what it is. You let women know what you're about, right? And so what happens is that when you let women know what you're about, then there doesn't have to be any deception or any manipulation, because that woman just accepts who you are and what you're about, right? See, a lot of times the reason why guys manipulate or they deceive and they do all this other shit is because they think that they can't get women or that women are not going to want them or like them for who they are. So then guys start with the manipulation. And what I'm trying to tell you is that when you are out here manipulating women, trying to be deceptive, that's when you're going to get a lot of enemies. So when you hear a lot of these stories of women wilding out, women doing some fucked up shit, a lot of times what happens is that the guy was being deceptive or manipulative. Now, also, let's get deeper into this. Let's get deeper, because I can already hear some dudes talking about, but Locario, these women out here, they'll be doing these things and that stuff, and these women lie too, and they play games and they do all this other shit, right? Now, what you have to understand is that I'm talking in general, is that women generally, right, the way that they maneuver and deal with men on a surface level, and this is when, and let me take it back because I got a lot to say at this point because I want to try to really understand what I'm about to tell you and what I'm about to say, right? A lot of times what happens is when it comes to male and female relationships or man and woman relationship, right? Women generally, unless they've actually been with a man, like a guy who's a leader, a guy who's on point, a guy who actually understands himself and understands his value, if she has not been around that guy, right, she doesn't know how to deal with men in an effective manner. What I mean by that is deal with men in a way that's going to be positive for her and the guy, right? If she hasn't dealt with a guy like that, a guy who's on point, she doesn't know how to do it in general. And what I mean by that is this, is that if she hasn't been around that type of guy, that means she's been around the other types of guys. Who are the other types of guys? The other types of guys are the guys who don't have game, the guys who are game goofy. And so when a woman is dealing with a guy who's game goofy, what happens is that though she ends up leading him, she ends up doing what she's doing and he ends up following her because he's game goofy. And so what happens is that a woman will generally manipulate in certain situations to get what she wants from a game goofy motherfucker. So this is why you have women who will pretend they like a guy just to get his money. You'll have women who will act a certain way to make a guy think she's interested in order to get attention out of him and all these other things. So you say, damn, well, why are these women so manipulative? And the reason why they're manipulative in these situations is because they're dealing with game goofy guys, and the way that they can get what they need out of these guys who are game goofy is to manipulate. And they manipulate these guys because these guys don't have any influence over the situation. And so in order for her to extract what she wants from these guys, she manipulates, right? Because see, a woman isn't, for example, like physically stronger than a guy. So for women to get what they want out of men in a sense, or a woman can't overpower a dude. So to get what she wants in a sense, she has to be clever. And so what she'll do is that she'll be clever by manipulating guys who are losers or guys who don't understand game so that she can get what she wants out of them. Because remember, she's not really attracted to those guys, but she can get something out of those guys. So she can get free dinners, dates. She can go to, get attention from these dudes and all that other stuff, right? So she can get all of these things from these guys. And part of doing that is the manipulation. But the reason why there's the manipulation is because there's no respect she has from those men. She doesn't have any respect for those guys. And in order for her to get those things from those guys, she has to manipulate, pretend she's interested in them, do all this other stuff to get that attention, get that time, energy, money, whatever it is, resource that she wants to get from these motherfuckers. So her manipulation, even though, and again, I'm not saying this is right. I'm just trying to explain to you why it's happening. The manipulation comes from the lack of respect, but also her not being taught how to deal with a man. Because essentially what happens is that the manipulation that she's giving these guys is what she thinks she needs to do in order to deal with these guys. You understand? Or this is just her norm. Well, these guys are stupid. These guys are goofy. They all just want to fuck me. So fuck these guys. They're all losers. They're all weirdos. I don't give a fuck. So I'm going to do what I need to do. Right? Then what happens is that if she meets a man with game, right, a guy who understands his value, what he does is that he is honest with that woman and he doesn't manipulate, right? So the guy with game, he does not manipulate. He just lets the woman know what it is, and she has to either accept it or reject it. Now, what will happen is some women will reject it because they're used to dealing with guys who are game goofy. And understand, a lot of these guys who are game goofy are also trying to manipulate those women too. So she's manipulating them as they're manipulating her. So mainly what she understands a lot of times is manipulation. And then so when she meets a guy who's not manipulative and who doesn't deceive, it's a whole different fucking thing. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to my dude K Zaggin in the building. He said how women do that is they will use your ego against you. They will also leverage the fact that you think they're so pretty and you want to have sex with them so bad against you. That's a fact. Exactly. That's where all that manipulation comes in. See, she sees you're already manipulating her by pretending you like her, or I should say by pretending you want to talk to her about what she's talking about, by pretending you're interested in all the shit she's saying, by taking her out on a bunch of dates, even though you know you want to fuck. So you're already manipulating the chick, right? So in turn, she manipulates you by acting like you want to get some pussy and then extracting all that time and attention from you. But when she meets a real motherfucker who doesn't manipulate and who doesn't deceive, right? She has to take it or leave it. And what I was saying is some women, they will leave it because they're not used to dealing with a guy who's on point. So it's like, damn, well, I can't manipulate this guy. And all I really know about is manipulation, or all I'm used to is manipulation, dealing with the game goofy dudes. So I don't know if I could deal with this guy who's real. So she's not ready for the game. She's not ready for the upgrade, right? But you have some women who, when they meet that guy who's on point, the guy who has game, that guy doesn't lie to her or manipulate her. So then what happens is she says, oh shit, this guy's on point. He doesn't lie to me. He lets me know what it is. He's leading me. He's guiding me. He's influencing me. So I can drop the manipulation because I'm following this guy's lead, right? So what happens is that the manipulation that she was doing was a byproduct of the guy she was dealing with, the game goofy motherfucker who was also manipulating her. When she meets a guy who's real, who's on point and he's honest, he's authentic, she's like, oh shit, okay, this is different. I can put my guard down because I don't necessarily need to. I don't need to do this. Like I'm following where he's going. I'm becoming a mirror to what he is. So what happens is the woman becomes an asset to that guy because he teaches her and upgrades her to understand she doesn't have to manipulate when she's in a relationship. You understand? But see, what happens is some of these women who deal with these game goofy guys, what happens is they get in these situations where they end up getting tricked by some of these dudes, getting tricked by their manipulation, and then a bunch of bullshit ensues. Oh, I think this might be K Zaggin. Hold on, is this K Zaggin? What's popping, bro?
I had to call in real quick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go in.
But I know there was a call that you remember. I don't know if it was the Real Game No Theory or if it was you and Steve, where a guy called in and he had met this chick at a club and he was able to get her back to the crib the first night.
Right.
They smashed, but she refused to leave the next morning. And the reason why she refused to leave the next morning is because, and the guy found out later, that her boyfriend broke up with her and kicked her out, so she had no place to stay.
Right.
I don't know if you remember that. So this is the point I want to make to what you're saying. What you're saying with just now is a lot of guys, they make the mistake of thinking that just because a woman has sex with you, that she is genuinely interested or sexually attracted to you. And no,
right.
They are using the fact that you want to fuck them to their advantage. Because when she went out to the club that night, she knew she was a homeless bitch.
Exactly.
She knew she was. So all she had to find a dude who was willing to not only fuck her, but allow her to spend the night.
Exactly.
And don't let chicks spend the night. But also, when you talking to the chick, make sure you get a feel for what's going on. Now, you can't always predict when the chick is on some bullshit, but the fact that he allowed her to spend the night, that set up the next stage of her plan, which was, nigga, I'm going to stay here until the sun come up, but I ain't getting up. Right. I'm not leaving. So, if I recall, he had to call the police. So, and I'm saying all that to say this. although we all want to have sex with women and all that, you still have to be mindful of, is the interest genuine in nature?
Right.
Because if the interest is genuine, and I know what guys gonna ask you, how do you tell if it's genuine? All right, well, nigga, you got to get on the bad boy membership, masculine identity, and they'll tell you.
Right.
They give you a little more game on that, right? But that never happened to me. I never heard of no other nigga in my life having a bitch they fuck on the first night that turned into a squatter.
Right.
I ain't never heard of it. But I think dudes, the fact that he was so anxious to hit, and the fact that he was so willing to let her spend the night, that played into that situation where she's like, I'm not leaving now. I'm not leaving. I just want to hit y'all with that, man. I just want guys to understand it's a cold game out here, and like chicks got game. Like, I just want y'all to know, like chicks, they know what they're doing. They've been groomed since probably middle school, probably before that.
Right.
On how to get at you niggas. So dudes need to understand that women are out here and they will use your ego against you. They'll stroke your ego. They'll tell you how handsome you are. Oh, God, it's so big. I've never seen anything. They'll say everything and anything because they know that you men, your egos are so fragile. All they got to do is tell you, I've never came so much in my life.
Exactly.
You niggas bitch around. All they got to do, look, all a woman got to do is say that. Them niggas is like, I'm fucking her forever.
That's a fact. That's real shit. That's real shit.
On that note, man, I'm going to let you go. You know I got you on the cash app.
Yes, sir. I'm all let you, man. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. And see, this is the thing, guys. You got to understand this, right? You have some women who, at first, aren't really manipulative, right? They don't know nothing about it. They're just like, regular chick. They trying to, see what's popping out here. And they meet a guy. And then the guy does some fuck shit. And then because he does some fuck shit, she's heartbroken. You understand what I'm saying? And then because she's heartbroken, she turns into a woman who's now going to probably manipulate the next motherfucker to get what she could get out this nigga. You see what I'm saying? And that's kind of how shit be going sometimes. But let's get to I think it's Monogamous Player. Monogamous, what's going on, fam? What's popping with you?
Yes. What's up, Mr. LaCroix? You already know that I donated $5.
That's what's up. Appreciate it. What's going on?
Oh, yes, sir, man. Hey, man, I just really appreciate this topic because to me, that's the most important component of game is honesty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys, a lot of young guys, or just a lot of guys that's not on that level of game don't understand that, because the way I look at it is when you lie to women, that's synonymous with putting pussy on the table because you're willing to do anything to selfishly get what you want rather than allowing things to happen naturally.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather allow things to happen naturally than for me to, manipulate a woman and then as a result, the woman feel played or she feel manipulated, so backlash can come. You see what I'm saying? This is the reason why a lot of guys are getting their tires slashed, or a lot of guys are getting their windows knocked out, or a lot of guys are getting accused of rape and shit like this.
Right.
It's because of those manipulative situations. You see what I'm saying? And never ever manipulate a woman for sex, bro, because you are playing with those type of potential outcomes. You see what I'm saying? Because women don't care. You already know society is going to believe a woman before a man. So if you put yourself in that situation, it's your fault. You see what I'm saying? But another thing, Mr. LaCroix, that you said is, and I remember when I was younger in the game, I used to think that a lot of times things would be my fault as the reason why things would go a certain way, but I realized it's like, no, it's not my fault. It's the reason why. It's the fact that I actually have game and I'm actually on point. Because you said one thing is when guys are on point and they don't have to lie, they don't have to be manipulative, you will realize that some women are actually not ready for the level of game that you're about to give.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I like one time, like I dated this chick. She was from Chicago or whatever, right? And the way she acted, her actions and how she presented herself around me or whatever lets me know that she was only used to fuck niggas, or she was only used to guys that were manipulative. You know what I'm saying? Because she would just get attitudes and stuff. And I used to have to tell her, I'm like, baby, with all my women, including you, I have smooth situations.
Right.
Everything is honest. Like it should be no. I'm not bringing drama to you, so it should be no drama coming back to me. But over time, I had to let her go and charge her to the game because I had to realize that she wasn't ready. You see what I'm saying? She's not ready for that. But another thing is, man, being honest allows women to realize that, okay, I can really trust this guy, and there's a level of familiarity. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, Mr. Carr, used to always say that it used to be women that used to rock with, and I used to experience the same thing. And then, you know, of course, you know, as you are casually dating people, things are still happening in people's lives. So a girl might be like, "Oh, Mr. Carr, I got a boyfriend now," or whatever the case may be. You're like, "All right, baby, do your thing. If you ever want to come back later in life, let me know," right?
Right.
And then let's just say a year from now, she does come back because the breakup happened, but she's only coming back because there's a level of trust and there's a level of familiarity, and you're not going to get that from lying.
Right.
So when you tell the truth or whatever, you be honest. There are casual situations that might last longer than norm because of that trust and that familiarity. You see what I'm saying? But what is your take on that, Mr. Lucario?
Yeah, the thing that I like that you said, and that's very important, is trust. See, the thing is this, right? As soon as you manipulate and deceive a woman and she finds out or realizes you're doing this, then what happens is that she doesn't trust you now. When she doesn't trust you, she's not going to listen to you, meaning she's not going to follow your lead. And then when she doesn't follow your lead, that's the point or the times when she starts to go in that direction of being your enemy. Meaning that a woman will still stick with you and like, you know, be with you and hook up with you and date you and all this other stuff, even though she doesn't trust you. But because she doesn't trust you, that's when you're going to get a lot of resistance. Like you're going to be like, "Oh, go, you know, do this. Let's do this." She's like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't want to do it. How about this?" And you're going to have a lot of arguments. You're going to have a lot of back and forth and a lot of attitude. And so that comes from her not trusting you based on her recognizing or realizing that you've manipulated her or deceived her. Like, for example, sometimes this is what women do. Check this out. A woman will know some information about something you did, right? What she's going to do is she's going to ask you a question. She knows the answer to the question, but she wants to see if you're going to lie about it. And then so if she knows that you lied about it, she's in some cases, she might not even tell you that you lied. She's just going to know you lied. And then when she knows you lied, then she's going to be like, "I can't trust this nigga anymore." And then all of a sudden she's going to start acting in certain ways that you don't like because she knew that you lied. Like there's a show that me and April's watching right now called Cruel Summer. And there's a scene where the girl, her boyfriend, kissed this other girl. So she saw him kiss the other girl, but he didn't know she saw him. So then she was like, she asked him, she's like, "So where were you last night? What'd you do?" And then he was like, "Oh yeah, I was just hanging with the boys." So now she knows he's lying. So at that moment, she don't trust him no more. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And then therefore she's gonna act differently. And you see what I mean? So motherfuckers don't understand that shit. It's crazy.
Right. And then also, Mr. Lucario, this is the reason why, as what you say, when you first meet a lot of women, there is that resistance because women are so used to guys that are untrustworthy, right?
Right.
But then that's why I used to have to tell women because a lot of women, just like men, like they only think this way and that way. So they either think like, "Oh, okay, either the guy's trying to be in a relationship with me or he's trying to play me,"
right,
or whatever the case may be. But I used to have to let girls know. I'm like, first of all, you know what I'm saying? I am on my casual shit. So that has to happen if we're gonna move forward or not, or whatever the case may be. And there's a 99% chance that we're not going to be together. But that don't mean that I'm going to treat you wrong.
Right.
I'm actually a nigga that can actually show you something and give you a great experience. So once a girl buys in and she can actually see that with your action, you know what I'm saying? Then the true her will come out. You see what I'm saying? Because as I say, Mr. Lucario, the last thing I want to say is when a girl is trusting in you, she's down to do anything. She's down. She's down. She's more than down. It could be years down the line, she's still down. But as I say, a lot of guys won't experience that because they will never be trustworthy. They'll never be honest. But thank you so much, Mr. Lucario, for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, my brother. So, guys, call in number 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901 is the number if you have a question. Put a Q in the chat, and we'll get to your questions soon. And so this is the thing, guys. I want y'all to understand something. See, a lot of times when you're having trouble with these women, it's because of how you're coming at the situation. Like, check this out. Look at this, right? Look at someone like myself. Look how long I've been doing this on YouTube. Since like 2007, 2008, just on YouTube. And just like, you know, in general, doing what I do and fucked with hundreds of girls, went on thousands of dates. You know what I'm saying? Met a bunch of different women. When's the last time you seen a video, heard an audio, seen a blog post of any woman talking shit about me? When? When have you heard it? When have you heard any woman say, oh, Mr. Lucario's full of shit, he's a liar, he did this to me, he messed up, he did that, when? Where is it at? You understand? You, like, of all the women I've dealt with, you understand? Where you don't hear shit, right? And see, it's not about women feeling some type of way because you're a player, or feeling some type of way because you got a bunch of women, or feeling some type of way because, you know, you talk your shit or whatever it is like that. See, women don't really give a fuck about, like guys think women care, you know, about the fact you fuck with other women. Like, you know, they might get jealous here and there, but that's about it. What women don't like usually, and this is where they become your enemy, is when you're acting like someone you're not, you're being deceptive, they realize you're doing that at a certain point, then that's where they start being on some bullshit, right? So if I was going around, you know, hollering at chicks and interacting with chicks and saying, hey, baby, you know, baby, like, yeah, it's just me and you, I love you, I'm in love with you, there's nobody else I ever want to see in the world, and you my one and only, and all this other shit, right? And then I fuck with her, and then I end up fucking with another chick on the side behind her back, right? That's going to cause issues. That's going to cause problems. So you might have somebody say, oh, I was with Lucario and he lied to me and he did this and he did that. That's when you'll hear that type of shit. You understand? But you haven't heard any of that type of shit. Why? Because I'm not out here manipulating and deceiving women. You see what I'm saying? So when you're not out here manipulating and deceiving, you'll be fine. You understand what I'm saying? You will be fine. A lot of times when you guys hear all this bullshit about, you know, oh, this woman did this and this other shit that happened and so forth and so on. Now, I'm not saying that there's never a situation where a guy was just on point, he was just chilling doing his thing, and a crazy chick just, you know, out of like jealousy or just her having mental issues, she said something that was, you know, that wasn't true. But what I'm saying is that in general, if you're on point, you're authentic, and you're real, then the women have nothing to say about you. You understand? Like if you tell a woman, hey, listen, you know, I'm just trying to have some fun, you know, some casual. I'm not trying to be in no serious relationship, but, you know, I think me and you can make, you know, get together and have some fun a few times. And then y'all get together, you have fun a few times, and then you keep it pushing, and you're chill and you're cool, calm, and collected guy. Everything is fine. She ain't got nothing bad to say about you. There's no animosity. There's no negative, you know, energy. There's no attitude. Everything is on the up and up. Like, she's good. So if y'all two stop fucking with each other, or if y'all two stop seeing each other, it's all good. You understand? But that's because you're being real and authentic. So then the women don't become your enemy. See, a woman will become your enemy, for example, right, where she will end up lying on you. But why is she lying on you? Because you deceived her. So now she wants to get back at you. You understand? A woman will become your enemy when she wants to destroy your property. But why is she destroying your property? Because you told her you loved her, but you don't really love her. You were just saying that to get in her pants. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that a lot of times, a lot of the negative and all the crazy bullshit that happens is a reflection of how you're coming in the situation. And if you come into the situation real, then you ain't got to worry about none of this shit. It's real simple. It's real simple. But guys, if you want to call up, call the number is 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901 is the number. If you guys want to call up, you can make that happen. And if you have a question, put a Q in the chat. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get your question answered. So let me see what's up with some of these questions real quick. So it says, can you guys break down what it means to have a woman's mind, having issues with that? Okay, so basically, having a woman's mind, and this can go along with the the topic too, is when you have her mind, what that means is that she is fixated on you, but also she is being influenced with your ideas and your ideology. You understand? So she's becoming acclimated to the guy you are, and she's about what you're about at this point. You feel what I'm saying? But the only way you can do that is you got to be real. You can't have no chick's mind out here lying. It ain't gonna happen. So you got to be like a real dude who's on point and who's being authentic to have her mind, because you have to relay your ideas, your thoughts, your program, your directions into the situation for her to be encompassed in you. Because see, when a woman is really feeling you, she's thinking about you all the time and shit, right? She becomes like part of your program. She wants to be down with what you're doing, all that other shit. You see what I'm saying? So this question says, how do you address foul language or behavior from people that have to stay around you, not just women, but also the workplace and family? You say, how do you address foul language? What do you mean? You don't like when people curse around you or some shit? Like, what do you mean? Lebo, you gotta clarify that a little bit. What are you talking about? Hold on. All right, this one says, is that why y'all say I'm the common denominator? Women treat me based on me and how I'm moving. Exactly. So a lot of times when guys are complaining about how women are, when they're bitching and moaning about, oh, these women out here are evil, these modern women have attitudes and blah, 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 and these modern women be doing all this bullshit, right? That's just a reflection of you. It's just like when motherfuckers complain about women not being submissive. If women are not being submissive, that means that you are not being dominant. You understand? If women are not being submissive to you, that means you're not being dominant. That means that, you don't have that masculine energy that's going to make that woman submit. Now, again, this does not mean in every single case. I'm talking about in general. You feel what I'm saying? In general. All right, I think this might be Moses. Hold on. Moses, what's popping? Who's this? Or this is Moses, right?
Yeah, this is Moses.
What's going on?
Moses, man.
Did you donate though?
Your donation, for some reason, my shit ain't going through. Is everybody else is going through?
Yeah, everybody else is going through. What's going on with you? I got Monogamous Player donation. I got K-Zaggin donation. What's going on with your donation,
damn.
man?
Oh damn!
I gotta
fix my shit.
Yeah, try it again and then call back, because I'm telling you, the shit's working. It is working like crazy, my brother. Yeah. But guys, call in 646-481-3901, 646-481-3901 is the number. If you guys want to call in, you feel what I'm saying? But yeah, the thing is you're the common denominator. So when women are acting like your enemy, or are they on some shit where they are, being ridiculous towards you, look at what you're doing. See, it's very rare for a woman to just act like a fucking bitch towards you just because. You understand what I'm saying? It's very rare. But we're gonna go to 832. 832, what's popping? Who's this?
What's going on, Lucario? This is Jay calling in from Houston.
Jay, what's going on? Did you donate, my brother?
Yeah, I donated to Miles.
All right, cool. So what's popping with you, bro?
Chilling, man. Another good day. Man, I got a question, Lucario, man. When dealing with a woman that has, her traits of insecurity, do you feel like, in your experience, do you feel like the insecurity can be too much for you? Because in my situation, I'm dealing with a young lady, and I know she got a few insecurities. I mean, we all got some type of, I guess, images, whatever, about ourselves on certain levels. But I'm starting to see that, man, sometimes I would tell her, like, yeah, man, that girl kind of, she's kind of fat. I wouldn't hit that. And she's like, oh, shit, I think I'm like that girl. I think I'm fat. So you won't hit me? I'm like, nah, baby, you got to chill out. I'm saying, like, that particular person is too fat. So I'm starting to see certain things, man. I'm like, hold on. You're not feeling sexy because I say certain girls are too big for you to fuck. And now you're starting to think that you are like those girls. And now you're starting to get kind of funny and flicky on the sex, and I'm like, hold on, man, hold on. So I'm just curious about, your experience with women that were insecure. Do you feel like, certain levels of their insecurity fucked it up too much for you, or you feel like you kind of found a way to iron it out?
Yeah, well, the thing is, sometimes what'll happen is her insecurities is going to cause her to act or react a certain way, and you just got to see how bad it is. Because you have some women that on the surface level, they'll just like, they'll of course feel some type of way about their body and all this other stuff. Like, I think like most women already will have that type of, insecurity. But if it's something that's affecting your actual relationship, then that's the issue. So if it's affecting the fact that you guys are not having sex because she feels insecure about her body and she don't want to get undressed or whatever it is like that, then that becomes an issue. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then that's something you're gonna have to address. What's that in the background? You in the hospital or some shit? What is that?
This dude is over here doing his packages. I'm outside. This guy's working.
Okay, I'm hearing some beeping shit. I'm like, what the fuck is that? But yeah, that's the thing is that. But also, you got to communicate with the chick. Like, so sometimes it's just on the surface level, she's feeling some type of way, and then you just like, nah, baby, listen, you're looking real good. I like them curves and blah blah blah, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? And then just talk her through it. But if it gets to the point where she's not able to do things because of her feeling in a certain way, then that's going to be an issue. You see what I'm saying?
Right. No, for sure. Because I'm noticing her, like, she's trying to like compensate in other areas by cooking more for me, wanting to run errands more for me, always checking in, making sure I'm good. And that's cool. That's great. But it's like, there's times where I'd be like, man, them shorts looking good in your ass. It's like, man, come over here. And she's like, she'll come over there. And it's just like, the energy is kind of like, I feel like in her mind, she don't want to fuck it up by like leaning the wrong way and on the wrong angle. I can see her little quote unquote side, what's that shit called? Like side fat or some shit. Like I'd be like, you fucking the vibe, but can we please?
So wait, so is something going wrong with like with the sex? Like she not trying to do it or nothing?
Nah, she does it, but it's like I damn near gotta build her up, and I'm like, hold on, like I don't want to have to always build you up to fuck. As far as like with the mouthpiece, I gotta damn near wine and dine with the mouthpiece. And I'm like, hey, I understand people get bigger and you're not fat, but I understand you got goals.
Right.
But honestly, I'm not really trying to give you a whole paragraph to fuck.
Right.
Every fucking time. I'm really not even one time. Like, come on now. Like, but I get it. But it's like, sometimes she say, man, I don't want to lean on you too much because I may hurt you. I'm like, what are you talking about?
God.
Fucking the vibe up, man. You're fucking it up,
she just got, she has deep seated. Has it always been this way or it just started? Like, is it like how long you been with this shit?
About a year and some change. It hasn't always been like that. But I will say this, man. Her confidence is tied to her weight, and I told her that that's cool, but that can also be a downfall because shit happens, and you can have a baby, you can get in an accident, and I'll be with you if you're still confident, but I may have to let you go if your confidence is so much attached to your figure. And I get it, women want to be beautiful, but like I said, things happen. I need you to still feel good. I need you to still feel happy because I get inspired by that energy. When you're looking good, walking good, dressing good, I get inspired to say shit. I don't really make up shit. I got to see you, feel it, and then I express it. But
So do y'all
man,
go? Does she go to the gym or anything? Does she work out or no? Like what's the situation?
yeah, she's doing a few little things, but sometimes she'd be very impatient, and then there comes more of that energy of, man, it's not happening fast enough. Like, fuck, man, my fat ass. And I'm like, baby, you really gotta relax. Like, you gotta relax.
Well,
and just stay positive. Stay positive and stay consistent. Like, think of it as it's a marathon, baby. It don't happen overnight. But she's telling me to be patient with her, and I'm a patient dude. But it's like, man,
So let me ask you. So with this, okay. So you said she's doing all these other things. Everything else is cool, right? Like all the other shit, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to like the sexual shit, it's like you gotta damn near fucking give her the Gettysburg Address and talk her into making it happen. Is that what's going on?
Man, at times it feels like it. Now, truthfully, I think she might have got a little bit comfortable, Lucario. We've been hanging out for like a year and some change.
Right.
So she's got a little comfortable, and sometimes I feel like, damn, man, maybe I fucked up by being around so much and watching TV and shit and cupcaking and shit.
Right.
And I can see how that might have fucked it up a little bit.
So is this a monogamous shit or is she y'all fuck with other people?
Nah, it's monogamous, man.
Okay, so damn, so because sometimes what happens is that when a chick so let me ask you this. With the sex situation, how often has it fell off? Like were y'all having sex before more than you do now?
Absolutely, for sure.
So how often would it be before and how what is it now?
Okay, like let's say out of 7 days, right? Out of 7 days, maybe 3. Now it's kind of like on that one. Now it's like on that 1-2. But now it got to a point where in the beginning, we would both equally initiate. Now, not now. When I say now, I don't mean today. I mean for the past maybe a month or two. It's been a situation where it's like now it's kind of like if I don't make the move or if I don't kind of like complain about it or talk about it, it don't happen. And that's the part I don't like because now I feel like I'm pressed for the sex. And that's the part I don't like about this shit.
Right. Yeah. Basically it sounds like she getting too comfortable, bro. That's really what it sounds like at this point, where it's like, you know what I'm saying? And also coupled with her feeling insecure about her shit, it's like, that's not a good combination. So, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, if you initiate, does she like do it, or is she like is she rejecting it?
Nah, she's not. When I initiate it, it happens, and sometimes she'll walk by me, and I'll be standing in the kitchen. She'll come put her booty on me, start dancing, and I'll be like, "Hey, I ain't that teasing, man. You should stop teasing, man. If I start something, we better get this shit popping." She'll be laughing and shit. And I'm like, you know what? Right. I think she's starting to think it's a game. And I'm like, man. So, truthfully, we've been having conversations with it, so I'm been comfortable.
Hey, hold on for a second. 862, put yourself on mute. 862, put yourself on mute. Go ahead.
Yeah. We've been having conversations about it, man, and some conversations have been uncomfortable, and some have been comfortable. But I got to express that shit, man, because I'm willing to work with her, because I don't want to just drop her like that.
Right.
But my thing is, at the end of the day, like, she be asking people, man, I feel a certain way about my body, but, Jay still wants to do it. And they tell her, girl, that's your man, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm like, look, man, are you fucking the world or are you fucking me? Do you need everybody's approval and suggestions? And then I get it. But it's like, hey, at the end of the day, if you influenced by other people, then I'm going to be on the sideline being punished for that. And I'm going to feel a certain type of way. And that's going to cause me to break up with you.
Right. Well, the thing is, you need to see, the thing is this, you need to have a conversation with her to let her know, what you need to happen in the situation. Right. And then so let's say you say, listen, we got to have more sex than this and it got to be more of this going on. And the thing is, if she feels some sort of way about it, then okay, let's talk about what that means, but how we could get it back to here. Because the thing is this is like when you're in a relationship with a woman, she has to know what's important to you in the situation to see if she's able to give you that thing. And if she's not able to give you that thing, then it's like, okay, well, then we might have to bounce. Because what it is this. It's not that you want to end it, but you have to give her a chance to make sure it doesn't end. So what that means is you say, hey, I'm gonna need A, B, and C to happen. So I'm letting you know I need this to happen. I'm giving you the opportunity to make this happen. However you need to make it happen, but it gotta happen. And if it doesn't happen, then we gonna have to probably keep it pushing because I'm gonna go my way, you're gonna go your way, because I'm letting you know that I need this to happen in order for this situation or relationship to, you understand what I'm saying? To work. Right. You feel what I mean? Because you got to give her that space to make that choice.
That's right. And then when I did do that, Lucario, she tried to run the whole play of, man, you being controlling. I'm supposed to fuck with you. Want to fuck with you? That's kind of demanding. I'm like,
nope. That's the thing right there.
Right.
That's the thing right there. When that type of shit happens, nope. You got to be like, listen, this is what it is. This is what I need. If it ain't happening, we got to call it a day. Because what happens is that you don't want to get into a situation where, women will try to sometimes, and especially when they get comfortable, they try to sometimes put their sort of ideology into the situation and try to guilt you into thinking what you're asking for is too much, or what you're asking for is unreasonable, or what you're asking for is like, oh, you're being like, why are you acting like that? Like, that's so, it's not such a big deal. And why you got to be so, no. This is how it needs to be. And if it ain't going to be that way, then, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to move on, because it don't make sense to stay in a situation where she's not giving you what you want. You see what I'm saying? There's no reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Yeah, man. So have that conversation with her. You know what I mean?
No doubt. This is my last statement. I felt like because I wanted something monogamous and she wanted it, I felt like she did what she had. I feel like she did what she needed to do on the upfront to get it, but her game to keep it isn't there. And this is why we're having this situation. Like I said, you know what? Sex is work. And I get it. You might be lazy. You might be tired. And I get it. I'm not trying to press you like that. But if I'm going to be monogamous and not fucking these hoes in the city, not flirting, I'm not saying you need to come in here date night and fuck me, but you may need to get your priorities right on some real shit. And she be crying and shit. I said, hey, them kids, I feel you, but I got to be real with you, man. Like, you talk about your weight. I'm seeing you being lazy. I'm seeing you watching TV shows. We could be fucking.
And how long were you with her before you made her your girl?
Like, I ain't gonna lie, like 7 to 8 months.
Oh, see, that's what I'm telling y'all. You see what I'm saying? That's what happens. I'm telling y'all need to do at least a year. I'll be trying to tell y'all. Y'all need to do at least a year so y'all can see if they really about it. You feel what I'm saying? Because what happens is, I'm telling you, when the women sometimes get too comfortable in the situation, right? They stop, because this is the thing. Sometimes women will stop doing what they did at the beginning because they got you now. You see what I'm saying? That's the shit. So that's why you got to make sure you vet them for at least a year. That's why you got to make sure that they understand, this is how it needs to be on a consistent basis, or else we can't be doing this. And then what happens is, the reason why they get lazy is because they know that you'll be there tomorrow. Do you understand? That's why, right? So the thing is that there has to always be the thing. Like, look, don't rest your head because I could go. So don't fuck around. You feel what I'm saying? But a lot of times, what happens is that comfortability, and see, the thing is, it's also on you too, where giving her the idea that it's that comfortable makes her feel comfortable enough to do that. To be like, oh, well, we don't got, it's like whatever, like, we'll do it next week, or I'm too tired, or, oh, I don't feel good. Because remember, when you first get with your girl, like when y'all first start fucking around, and this happens damn near all the time with every couple or whatever. At the beginning, everyone does what they know they're supposed to do to keep it going. Then once everybody's like, oh, so we're together now. Okay, we're exclusive, we're together. Cool, now I could put my feet up and not do the shit that I was doing. And then that's what happens where on either one or both parties ends up doing that type of shit where it's like, oh, well, yeah, I used to, you know, dress up and look sexy for you. Fuck that, that's over. We together now. Oh, we was fucking like 3-4 times a week. Fuck that, it's over. We together now. We ain't got to do that. You gonna be here tomorrow. You ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of shit that happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you are preaching. You are preaching. And I'm
you.
starting to go out more, Lucario. I've been starting to implement, and it's not really a game, but for me, it's like, you know what? I do need to put more space in. Not that I lost myself in the quote-unquote monogamous relationship, but I was starting to kind of fall off on a few little things because I work a lot, and sometimes I go out on the weekends, but I kind of curtailed it a little bit. But I said, you know what, man? Not to put insecure or more fear, because that may fuck it up even worse by me going out. But I got to start going out a little bit more, man. I got to start going back to the gym a little bit more, just hooping, just playing poker, spades. Because my thing is, I know in my heart, I can feel inside my energy. She feels like, okay, let me give him some pussy to let me give him some pity sex to shut him up.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? Be honest, I might gotta say this, but the ego inside of me, I don't want no pity sex.
Exactly. I agree.
I don't want no pity sex, man.
I agree. But the thing is also too, it's not even about just pity sex, but also, see, I think people don't understand this in relationships, right? The sexual aspect of a relationship is still the same amount of work, or it's still the same level or importance of work that needs to be done as any other thing in your relationship to maintain it. So sometimes what that means sometimes is that, you know, and this is what people do, and I see a lot of women do this in a relationship too, and some guys will do this too sometimes as they get older, where they disregard the sex part as if it's not as important as everything else. And then so this is why you have situations where people are in relationships, marriages, where, oh, it's been a month and we haven't had sex, or 2 months and we haven't had sex. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that needs to be done also. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That needs to be done.
Right.
Just like if any other part of the relationship where we have to communicate, we might have to pay bills, clean up the house. We gotta go out sometimes. There's certain things that need to be done to maintain the relationship. So whenever people get too comfortable and then they start slacking on certain things, and especially on sex, that's when shit's gonna be, the situation's gonna start to fall off. So this is why you gotta have that conversation with her and say, hey, we gotta get back on course with this sex shit. You know what I'm saying? If you're feeling some type of insecure about your body, we're going to go to the gym. We can work that out. Or maybe you got to go see therapy or something. But we can't get lazy on this shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. I'm going to tip you some more money, man, because a lot of stuff you were saying was refreshing. Some of the shit I was thinking about as well.
Yes,
so I'm going to tip a little bit more I'm going to tip you Miles again, man. But yeah, man, we definitely have to work on this type of stuff because I know that she feels like, well, for me, I look at what I get out the deal. Yeah, it's a lot of great perks. And then I feel like on the other end, I got to listen to her conversation. She texted me, send me 1,000 memes a day. I'm like, oh my God, and it's cool, but it's not cool. And I'm like, damn. And then when I get around her, we do what we do. She's happy and stuff like that. But, sometimes she be on some, I'm tired tonight. And I'm like, I'm like, okay, all right, you tired, cool. No biggie. But, there's times where she invite me out to spots. And I'm not being petty, but sometimes I be like, yeah, I can't really make that one this time. She's like, why, really? I'm like, yeah, I can't really make that one.
Right.
And sometimes, it may be hard, but at the end of the day, like, again, priorities. I'm your man. You my girl. I'm choosing not to be fucking the world, and you're choosing, quote, not to be fucking the world. So,
right. So we gotta be fucking.
Right.
Exactly.
If we got this desire for one of the things, we trying to build something. I mean, hey, I mean, you know, it's okay to be a freak. And she's like, I don't want to be a freak. I'm like, no, it's okay, man. This is a safe place.
But I'm telling you, it's that comfortability. It's that comfortability and laziness. Make sure you nip that in the bud. You know what I'm saying? Nip that shit in the fucking bud, all right? But yo, man, I appreciate the call, brother. I gotta get a few more of these, man. I'm out. All right, peace.
Appreciate it, man.
Later. All right, so 862-862, who's this?
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Lucario?
What's popping?
I'm good out here.
Hold on, who's it? Did you donate?
Yeah, I donated, yeah.
So wait, Cash App?
Yeah, it's Cash App.
All right, what's your name on the Cash App so I can double check?
Ill Will.
Ill Will. Hold on. Is that the name on the Cash App? Hold on. Let me see. Did you send it? Ill Will. I see Szymanski. That's all I see right here. I don't see no Ill Will. How much you send?
5.
5? Where am I seeing?
641-3901, right?
Which one?
646-41-3901.
No, that's the number. I'm talking about the Cash App. Did you send the Cash App?
Okay.
Then
I'll call back.
All right, call back because I don't see it. It's at the top of the joint, bro. Top of the joint. So guys, hit that Cash App. The Cash App is at the top of the chat, or you can hit the Venmo or whatever it is. Send a donation. Shout out to Joe Blast. Appreciate the $5 joint, and shout out to Szymanski for the $5 joint. Appreciate you, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm telling you, be in these relationships, bro, and motherfuckers get lazy. Nope. You gotta fucking do it. You gotta listen. Sometimes you gotta do it just for the maintenance. Just like when you don't feel like going to the gym, but you like, I gotta go. It's the same thing with fucking sometimes. I'm telling you, like you in your relationship, listen. Let's just do this shit for like 5 minutes, goddamn it. Let's do it quick. We gotta do something. Like fucking has to happen. Especially y'all monogamous motherfuckers. What? Come on. You motherfuckers is crazy. Talking about we ain't having sex and shit. Like that's wild. That's wild. Hold on. 210.
It's me again. Bro, I gotta do it again.
What's up? What's going on?
I gotta shout out to 1950.
Mm-hmm.
Him and I had a phone conversation.
Right.
Probably about a year or so ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about at the time I was married, you know, y'all know what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
And of course he married. At the time, we were talking about, and I feel comfortable saying this because this is some real shit.
Right.
At the time, we were talking about just because our wives have the title of wives don't mean they get shit.
Mm-hmm.
They still got to work
to
get the shit they was getting when they first earned. See, this is what I want guys to understand. Because this is just my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Just because a bitch got the girlfriend title,
right,
the fiance title, or the wife title, the grind don't stop.
Exactly.
It don't stop. In fact, this is what I would say. See, when y'all was dating, she was an hourly employee. Now she's salary.
Exactly.
I mean, the bitch got to work overtime sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So just because she got that title, don't mean because she has that title, she's entitled to everything that comes with that title.
Exactly.
She still has to continue to earn it. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like this. And I know you're not a huge basketball fan or sports fan, L, but what happens a lot of times, these guys that get these big contracts,
right,
they'll work to get the big payday.
Mm-hmm.
Then them niggas will fall off and get lazy.
Right.
Because they got what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is when you the coach, we the coach, we the general manager, we the coach, we the team trainer, as men, we everything.
Mm-hmm. Right.
When you give the bitch a big contract, when you give her the girlfriend title, hey, bitch, I'm just letting you know, it ain't, hey, you still better be working, bitch. It ain't done.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, just because a woman is my girlfriend or wife, when Christmas rolls around, her birthday rolls around, whatever day, if she ain't doing what's bottom to the title, I ain't celebrating the bitch.
Mm.
You ain't getting a motherfucking thing from me. You know what I'm saying? Straight up in there. Okay, it's wrong. And I'll tell you right now, I've been that nigga where I had to punish a bitch. And bitches looking at me like, I had bitches get mad at me. I'm not a kid.
Right.
I'm not your kid. But I'm like, bitch, you ain't doing what you need to do. So you think me and you will go out of town and I'm going to celebrate your birthday, but you ain't doing what's vital to the title. You ain't doing what's necessary for survival to be with me?
Right.
Oh, man, hell no.
Mm-hmm.
So look, for any woman that's going to be with me, I'm a ruthless nigga. I don't play with you bitches.
Right.
Don't play with me. You going to do what you got to do. You going to put in some extra work. You going to do what you got to do. It ain't no resting on your laurels like you said. Kicking your fucking feet up like you chilling. Oh,
Facts.
I'm his wife now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm his girl now. That's all good. Hey, bitch, the work ain't done. Oh, hold on. You gonna be fucked up. So if you want a nigga to do something for you, not only do you got to continue to do the shit that got you the title, but you might have to do some extra shit.
Exactly. That's a fact. Because, motherfuckers, I swear, they be getting lazy, bro. They be getting lazy. And I'm like, no, because see, the thing is that, people think once they get the situation, they reach the finish line. No, that's where most of the work start.
That's where it really begins.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? It's like, the thing is, once you get that position, that title, then that's a bigger responsibility. Because let's say, for example, if I meet a girl, right, and we hook up, right? I might call you next week to hook up again, and we might hook up again. But we not boyfriend and girlfriend, we not husband and wife, we're not exclusive, we ain't nothing. We just two people that fuck twice, right? Now, I might hit you up a month from now and then smash again. And then I might not hit you up for another 6 months, or I might not see you for a whole nother year and I just randomly hit you up. And so what happens is that there's not really a lot you need to do or I need to do in that situation because we just fuck whenever we can see each other. And if we can't see each other, it's whatever. But when you're with someone on a consistent basis and you say, hey, you're going to be my girl, I'm going to be a man, we're going to be together. What? Yo, you gotta fuck consistently. You see what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck we choose to be together, but then we gonna stop doing the thing that got us here in the first place? That don't make no fucking sense.
Hell, you know what boggles my mind? And this is how I knew I couldn't be faithful to one bitch, or I couldn't have sex with just one bitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Number one, look, for all you niggas that's been with one chick for 10, 15, 20 years fucking the same bitch, I don't know how my hat go off to y'all. I don't know how y'all do that shit. I don't know.
I don't understand it either. I don't understand it either. I
can't, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it. There's no way I can look at the same pussy for that many times and I look at a new pussy. I can't do it. Mm-hmm. So anyway, so my thing is this, like even in a sexually exclusive relationship, right? You got dudes that are in sexless marriages and sexless relationships, or the woman is rationing or bartering the pussy.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay. And my thing is, I'm looking at these niggas like, say, bro, so hold on. So your wife is literally controlling when you can bust a nut. Bro, I saw a Facebook post where a chick said, if I'm tired, he can go to the bathroom and jack off. I'm like, oh, bro, I'll leave that bitch, by the way, when she does. That's crazy. So she gotta go. Hey, look, for any woman listening right now, if you ever fuck with me, I will wake you up at 3 o'clock in the morning with a dick in your mouth. I'm waking you up.
Right.
I'm the nigga that will wake you up and we fuck. Mm-hmm. And look, I don't play, dog. Let me tell you something. I can be single, L. I can be single.
Right.
And I can have sex 3, 5 times, 6 times a week as a single guy.
Right.
What do I look like getting into a sexually exclusive relationship where that shit drops to once or twice a week?
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand these motherfuckers that get into these monogamous relationships with a woman and then they go from a situation where they could have been randomly fucking a bunch of different women weekly if they can, but most of them can. That's why they get into monogamous relationship.
Yeah, they can.
Right.
Exactly.
So they get into monogamous relationship and they're there, end up fucking their girl like once a week and shit, if that much.
Bro.
Terrible.
Bro, ain't no way in hell.
It's like
bro, And I have chicks. I've heard chicks say, "I'm not a sex slave." Bitch, if you are in a sexually exclusive relationship, that's exactly what the fuck you are.
Yo, they want you to get into a monogamous relationship with them. Then they be like, "Oh, I'm tired. I don't want to fuck." But then they want you to just go to the bathroom and jerk off and not fuck any other woman.
Bro.
That's crazy.
Bro, or L, that one dude that we talked to on the Real Game No Theory, he got called a bitch and all that for jacking off the porn.
Right.
His woman went nasty.
Right.
Bro, I don't understand why these guys let women control them like your sex life is controlled by a woman. Bro, I can't fathom it.
Yo, I don't get that either, bro. I don't get that either. How niggas really be with one chick and then that's the chick they fucking. So if she don't want to fuck, they can't fuck. Like they can't get no dick, they dick and no pussy. That's wild, bro.
I can't understand it. Look, I remember I saw a post with one chick. She said her job was to make sure her husband's balls was drained every morning before he went to work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you're a good wife. You are a good wife. You are a good wife. Mm-hmm. That's your job.
Right.
Look, and here's the thing. This is why Lucario Miles tell you about the vetting process. Make sure that chick can consistently give you the types of sex and the frequency that you like. Because some women, and I know you talked about this earlier with women manipulating niggas, some women will use sex as a way to reel you in. Like, meaning they'll fuck you a lot in the beginning, and then as soon as you give them that girlfriend title, boom, that shit will drop off.
Exactly.
And the reason why it dropped off is because they were never really sexually attracted to you. They just knew because of your male ego that they can use sex to reel you in.
Exactly.
It's a cold game, bro. All right, man. I was going to hit you with that. That shit was on my mind, fam.
Yes, sir. I'm all at you, brother. All right.
All right, peace.
So let's go to 862. What's poppin'? Who this?
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Lucario?
What up?
I'm calling back.
What's poppin'? Did you donate?
Yes, I did.
All right. What's your name? What's your name on there?
Ill Will.
Ill Will. It's still Ill Will. Why am I not seeing Ill Will? Hold on. You sure you ain't under another name? Was it William?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. You gotta see your name. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. All right. Now I see it. All right, so what's going on? What's going on?
Quick, just to cut it short. I've been messing with some chick, been a little while, a couple months. Not together, nothing serious, just messing around. I would see her about like 2 or 3 times a week consistently. In between, we'll have our breaks, like maybe 2 weeks breaks, and we'll get back on it. It's a problem. I live with roommates, so I guess she wasn't having that. The privacy wasn't there as much. So I'll take her, to a hotel. That's how we first started off. Just basically, she kind of started getting distance. Being that we're not together, on her other side, I don't know if she must be dealing with other guys or whatnot. But that's besides the point. My thing is, she's been getting distance. We're not together, so obviously I'm not gonna.
How is she becoming distant?
There'll be times where I'll ask her to hang out, whatever. She'll reach out much later. She'll be like, maybe tomorrow. Things of that sort. Let's say if I'll call her, it was always like, kind of pushing away. So I took it as, all right, my thing is, I'll reach out to you. A text and a call. You don't reach out after that.
Wait, so hold on. Wait. How long you been seeing this chick?
Right now it's been 7 months.
How long?
7 months.
Okay. And how often did you see her?
Usually like 2 or 3 times, like twice a week.
Twice a week. God damn. Who's going damn right now? All right. So you said she's been so now you only seeing her like once a week or once every 2 weeks now or something?
Usually when I seen her like that, I always let her reach out. So I'll let her do like 90% of the reaching out. I never really reach out to her.
Okay.
So if I did see her, it was basically her reaching out. So I thought I would see her twice a week because it'll be her reaching out.
Okay.
But when I did, do decide to reach out, oh, maybe later, da da da. So, obviously that gives me, the vibe that she's dealing with the men. Like I said, we're not together, so I'm not going to bash her on that. But lately she's been distant. So I reach out. I usually bump into her eventually because I do go out. I go to the clubs. And when I do bump into her and I talk to her, we talk. She usually, you're not reaching out. What's going on? Da da da. And I let her know. We have the talk.
The talk. What's the talk?
yeah. Basically, since she hasn't reached out, I let her know what it is. In the sense of the way she's acting and whatnot. So I had a talk with her recently. Sat her down, and I guess she'll try to string me along here and there just to keep me.
Wait, no. What did you talk to her about?
Sat her down. I told her, hey, look, I'm not one of those dudes that you could just basically call whenever something is going wrong with you at the end of the day. Because like I said, she'll try to string along.
Wait. So what is she calling you about? That's something wrong with her. Like, what is she saying when she's calling you?
So basically, whenever she's going through like hardships, like let's say if she lost her job, or maybe like she needs some money or some bullshit like that, she'll reach out to me, and I had to sit down with her and let her know, be like, hey, look, you can't be.
So you gave this girl money?
No.
Okay, so why is she reaching out to you for money?
That's my thing. She's reaching out for me to money. Exactly. So I take it as like, what guy do you take me for? Like, you're reaching out for money. What do I look like at the end of the day?
So let me ask you a question. So what is your goal, or what do you want to happen with this woman? Like you trying to make this girl your girl? Like, what's the situation?
No. So my situation is, when we first started, it was strictly fuck buddies, friends with benefits. In other sense, I met her at the club. I smashed her first night, and we kept it like that for months, to come. Like I said, recently, she's been kind of distant. I've been reaching out. She's been putting me, I guess, like on hold, on pause. So I do my part. I let it be. If I don't have to talk to you for weeks upon weeks, like you said earlier, sometimes you got to take a break, a month. That's exactly what I do. I let them do the whole reaching out at that point.
No, but what I'm saying to you is that, okay, the question I'm asking you is this a chick who you see potential in as a long-term situation, or is this a chick that you would just want to fuck and that's it?
So yeah, a chick I would just want to fuck, pretty much.
Okay, so if she's just a chick you want to fuck, why you give a fuck about her not texting you or being distant or whatever?
No, that's the thing. I don't mind. So the thing, if I'm fucking with a person and, I'm reaching out to you, at least, put your part. Now, it's not obligated, like I said, but at the end of the day, I do expect that you're fucking with me to have that sense of respect, that level of respect.
No, but what I'm saying is that, okay, well, the thing is, you said she's hitting you up about talking to you about her job. If you're just trying to fuck, why are you talking to her about her job and her needing money and all that other shit?
Not me. She's reaching out to me. So I had that talk with her because usually she'll fuck with me.
Hold on 1 second. 470. Put yourself on mute. 470. So 862. So you said, because you said she'd be hitting you up, telling you about her problems. So if you're just trying to fuck her, why y'all having conversations talking about her problems?
So this is the thing. She'll hit me up to fuck, right? Like I told you, we'll meet up twice a week. Then she'll disappear. Once she disappears, and she'll try to reach back out to me. She'll be calling, hey, look, I'm going through this. Can you help me out? And I'm not that type of dude to be helping these females out.
So what do you say when she says that?
What do I say?
Yeah.
I say, I'm gonna go meet you up. But I do it with the intent of basically having a talk with her and reaching out, letting her know, hey, look, like, you're not running on my program. This is how it is. You feel me? I'm not this type of dude for you to be, just give her the whole run through of how I want things done.
Wait, hold on. Are you hitting it raw?
No, I mean, she's been on for 7 months, so I doubt it.
No, I'm asking, are you hitting it raw?
Am I hitting it raw? Of course not.
Okay. So the thing is this: if you just trying to smash, and this is like a fuck buddy situation, why are you seeing her twice a week and having conversations with her about her problems?
Like I said, seeing her twice a week, she's the one reaching out. I let her do the reaching out 90% of the time.
No. But this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if she's reaching out to you, if you said when she reached out to you to tell you about her problems, you said you went to meet up with her and talk about it?
Yeah, because if she's gonna be fucking with me, I'm not that type of dude for you. They basically to let her know, hey, look.
No, but what I'm saying is, why'd you meet up with her to talk about it? Why didn't you just say that over the phone and be like, yo, don't be hitting me up about your problems and shit? Like, just come over and suck my dick. Like, why are you, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you actually going out and doing all that shit?
Yeah, she's the type of woman, she's avoidant when it comes to problems. She doesn't like to be face to face. So I took it as, if I address it head on in person, she'll get the point. At that point, she'll decide whether she wants to keep fucking with me or not. And at the end of the day, if it is what it is, if I have to keep it moving, that's what I'm gonna do. But I just wanted to address the issue because I told her communication is key. If I'm fucking with her, I gotta let her know what it is. She's an avoidant person, and I felt that's the only way to address the issue.
So then what's the issue then? This is what I'm trying to say. So you trying to just smash, right? Y'all are smashing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then what's the issue?
The issue is she be disappearing, which I have no problem.
But this is what I'm saying. How is she disappearing? Okay, when you call her up, so you said she does most of the calling, right? Hitting you up, right?
Yeah.
Right. So when she hits you up, just say come over and let's do it, right? Isn't that what you tell her?
Yeah, we get straight to the point.
Okay, so if she hits you up, you tell her to come through, y'all have sex. What's the issue?
The issue is after some time when she goes cold, she decides to call back. Whatever problem she's going through, she expects me to help her out.
But bro, you just told me you already told her you're not gonna help her out with the problems, right? You already told her once, right?
And exactly. So
and then she keeps coming back to you with problems?
No, that stopped. So this is what case in point. Right after I had that talk with her, I ended up seeing her once again. Basically, I didn't say anything to her, didn't speak to her, basically ignored her. I ran into her, I ignored her after I addressed the issue with them, the situation. She reached out, and now she's more consistent. She's hitting me up every day. She's doing what she has to do.
Why is she hitting you up every day?
That's my thing. Exactly. Why is she hitting me up every day? So maybe you have an insight.
Bruh, you're confused. It sounds like you really, really like this chick more than a fuck buddy. That's what it sounds like to me.
No, see, this is the thing, like I said.
No, because everything you saying, you're like, well, she's been distant. Who gives a fuck? If y'all just fuck buddies, y'all fuck when y'all see each other. You understand? Like fuck buddy situations, right? It can be a consistent thing, but it also can be I see you when I see you. Meaning, I could see you this week, and then I could see you again next week, and I could probably not see you again until next month. And I'm not gonna be like, damn, well, you've been distant for a month. How come? That's what I'm saying. Like, why are you worried about the distance when y'all are not together and you just trying to fuck?
Exactly. So my thing is, when I reach out, she basically avoids at times. Like, oh, I can, maybe tomorrow, this and that, right?
So wait, so you say when you reach out to her, you say, hey, come through and let's get it popping. She says, oh, I can't today. Maybe can we do it tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe tomorrow, so and so.
Right. So what's wrong with that? If she can't do it today, why can't she do it tomorrow?
No, she can. That's the thing. But then she'll go cold and won't reach out for a time. So I'm like, all right, which is fine. Like you said, we're not together. She could do what she can. But at the end of the day, like I said, when she does come back from time, she'll try to pull that bullshit. Hey, look, can you help me out? That's when she comes right back around. So,
but this is what I'm saying. Caller, this is what I'm saying. So when she first did that and you addressed it and told her not to do that, right? Now you're saying she did it again?
No, so the first time I went cold on her. I stopped reaching out. I bumped into her. We went back to how we were before. The second time she tried it, I sat her down and addressed it. Now things are back to normal. So my thing is, I'm just trying to get insight from you in the situation, because now she's reaching out every day. I've been dubbing her lately.
And so
like,
what is she saying when she's reaching out to you?
When she's reaching out, hey, how was your day? What are you doing? Constantly checking up, like every other so an hour, trying to find out what I'm doing, or basically, I'm assuming who I'm with at the point. Because she'll reach out from morning.
So this is what I'm saying to you. See, the problem is you're not clear to her on what the situation is and what you want, bro. Because that's why she's reaching out to you every day. So if you told her, hey, listen, I'm not here to hear your problems. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not your boyfriend. We're just fucking. Hit me up when you want to fuck, and I'll hit you up when I want to fuck. Right? That's not clear to her. Because if it was, then she wouldn't be doing this. So you're not clear on what you want to happen.
So basically what you're saying is she's looking for something.
Basically what I'm saying is because you don't have any structure in your situation, she's doing whatever the fuck she wants. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So what I'm saying is you need to be clear on what you want, say that to her, and then have her follow that. Now, if you're clear on what you want, and you say, hey, look, we just fucking, hit me up when you're ready to fuck, and I'll hit you up when I'm ready to fuck, and then she does anything outside of that, then you got to charge her. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So that's all it is. You got to be more clear, bro. But you got to also be honest with yourself, because it sounds like you actually like this chick for more than just a fuck buddy. That's what it really sounds like.
No, I said, like, I've been fucking around for a while, but I made it clear to her in the sense of not to be pulling bullshit like that. That's all I'm trying to see. I'm trying to get your insight on what should I do on the situation, basically.
Yeah, just be more clear. Just say to her, hey, this is what our situation is. This is how it works, and that's that. Everything else outside of that, we don't need to do. You see what I mean?
Gotcha.
All right?
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Thank you for your time, brother.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call. All right, so let's go to 470. Who's this?
This Gennaro.
Gennaro, hold on. I think I seen your joint. I appreciate the donation, my brother. What's going on?
Okay, so
what up?
I'm not with my baby moms right now, and she got another guy. She got another guy she's seeing, but we haven't been together in forever. So I stepped out of the situation to get myself together. And now I'm living at my mom's house. So, but the situation is that she calls me to, I'm trying to imply the, my way or no way, concept that you teach me, but she calls me and tell me what my son need, and she calls my phone and stuff like that, and I don't answer unless it's about my son, and I don't answer, and then I ask her like, "What's up?" with a question mark. But I'm going to try to pick up my son this weekend, and my baby mom's is saying that she wants me to meet her at the steps to get my son, because of, I guess, she's trying to tell me basically what to do. She want me to meet her at the steps with my son, and my thing is, like, I talked to my son on the phone, and he said something about daddy in there or such and such, but I paid that no mind. But I'm trying to gain control over like what's happening in the situation, to where she don't want me to see the guy, because eventually I'm gonna want to see who's around my son and like what's going on.
Okay, so the thing is, so you're worried about what's happening with the dude that's like around your kid?
Yes, like why don't she want me to like come upstairs, like act like we act normal? She's making the situation more than what it is, and I'm trying to see like what's the reason for that. Like that, she got to meet me at the steps.
So okay, so how was your relationship with her before she met this dude?
It was like we went through our problems and situations or whatever, and but it was okay, but it wasn't the best. Like it was okay. We had our problems. I guess I wasn't the guy for her, or she wanted some more mature older guy, or we've had our problems, so it wasn't like the best. It was just more of a co-parent situation type thing. Where
so this is the thing. Have you expressed to her that you want to like meet the guy that's around your kids?
I told her like no, I don't want to meet that guy. Like why you tripping? But she won't really tell me like. So
disregard it. So you told her that you want to meet the dude?
I told her that I didn't, like on some egotistical stuff. I really don't, but I kind of do. But I really want to see, like, why don't she want me to come
but that's
upstairs,
why, bro.
like, in the house?
But that's why, because you sounded like salty about it.
Like salty? No, it's
because you just said because of ego reasons you feel some type of way. So she feels like you're gonna feel some type of way.
Like why is she not acting normal? Like I get that we don't talk. We only talk about my son, but when it comes to going and pick him up and me coming to get my son, she make a situation like real weird to where she don't want me to see the guy. She wanna try to tell me that she gonna bring my son down the steps so I can get my son instead of me actually acting normal. She's trying to dictate how I'm gonna move.
But Colin, this is what okay. So let me ask you a question. So what I'm saying is, do you feel some type of way about your baby mother being with another man?
Yeah, kinda.
What you don't like the fact that she...
But it don't really bother me. It just...
No, but I'm saying let's be real though. Let's be real. What is it? What bothers you about it?
That I really wanted to be a family, but I really did want her, but I wanted to be a family, but she's making the situation weird to where it's like, why don't you want me to see, like come in the house? Like, why are you tripping about me coming in the house?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. The reason why she acting that way is because she knows that you feel some type of way about it. Does that make sense? Like, she knows that you feel some type of way, so she don't want it to be an issue. So she's like, look, I'm gonna just bring him downstairs. You come get him, and that'll be it.
So, but as far as I'm trying to see if am I losing power in the situation, because I was like when she called me, I missed the call and then I text her like, "What's up?" If it's about my son, then I respond and then I call back. Other than that, we don't really talk. But when it come to me actually going, because I could have got the guy, like I could have handled him and seen him outside because he's probably over there with my son. But I don't want to make a big issue. But my thing is, am I losing control of the situation by her dictating the terms?
This is the thing, right? All you need to focus on is your son, right? So it's not about you, because you think, well, I gotta have the power about going in the house and doing all this other extra shit, right? Don't worry about that. All you need to worry about is you go over there to get your son, right? So if she says, hey, I'm gonna bring him downstairs, cool, that's whatever, just bring him downstairs. And then go get the son and then take your son and then do what you got to do. But the issue is that you're having an issue really with the fact that your baby mother's moving on to a new dude and then you feeling some type of way about it. And the fact that you're feeling some type of way about it is the reason why she might not want you to go up there and meet him and do all that other extra shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So the thing
eventually eventually I'm gonna have to know who he in the house with. So the fact that she's making it weird make me want to go in the house and start and try to figure out what's going on in the house with my son. And
but caller, this is the thing. You got to be ready to do that first, though. Meaning you sound like you ain't ready to do that. Because listen, if you called your baby mother and say, yo, you know, listen, you know, I appreciate that, you know, that you take care of my son, and I'm happy that you're moving on and you found somebody that you're interested in. And, you know, I'm going to pick up my son, and one day I hope that, you know, I could get to meet, you know, your new man, just so that I know who my son is around. Right. But the thing is that got to come from a genuine place, and not a place of ego and jealousy and you wanting to be a family with her and all of that. That shit that's a wrap, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if later on down the line it switches up and let's say I get back together, that's a whole nother story. But right now, the reason why there's that friction is because she can tell that you feel some type of way about her being with the dude. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So what I'm saying is, just focus on getting your son and doing what you got to do with your son. And then you have to be able to sort of get over that sort of like feeling you got about your baby mother being with somebody else.
Right. Cause while we not talking, she'll call me and like, Mozzie need this, Mozzie need that. But I send it to her, but she'll call back and ask again for it, and she'll be like, oh, another man, I had to call another man to such and such. And my thing is like, are you lying to get money for what you need to do? Or like, I'm just trying to maintain control so I won't look weak in the situation.
So she's saying she had to call another man to do what?
No, she was just like, I had to get another man to. Well, this was back when before I actually knew she had a new dude. But she called me yesterday and she was like, Mozzie needs some food because he was at the grandma house. So I sent her some food and I sent her $100. But she called me again like that wasn't enough. Your Instacart was $20, $30. I'm like, bro, are you lying? Like, I'm trying to maintain a position of leadership and to guard you and
well,
show
this is what you
like,
got to do. This is what you got to do.
I don't want you.
This is what you got to do. You see, okay, you got to have an actual sit down with your baby mother, because it sound like you don't like. It sounds like low key she don't really respect you like that. But also I think part of the reason why is because you're not really focused on what needs to be done. So you're focused on that. It's like you low key jealous of her and the new man. So already from that standpoint, you can't have no fucking leadership in any type of in that type of situation. Because if you feel that way and that's on your mind and that's how you, that's already going to be a wrap,
bro. She don't know this though. I never told her this. She knows. It's just non-verbal communication that I'm sending to her.
No, but that's what I'm saying. She knows. She can tell. Do you see what I'm saying? Like the fact that it's happening, she can tell. She's not stupid. But what I'm saying is that, see, this is the thing that you got to understand, right? The father, which is you, and the guy who's feeling some type of way about her new man is also you. You're the same guy. It's all the same person. So what I'm saying is that you may think she don't know, but your actions and how you interact, she knows. Do you understand what I'm saying? She can tell. And then that also makes her feel like she can talk to you like how she's talking to you. Because if you're acting like a jealous ex, which she's not going to have respect for, then of course you're going to be like, well, he need more money. He need more of this. He need more of that. So what I'm telling you is you have to fall back a little bit, gather your thoughts, gather your ideas and what you really want to happen. Focus on that. And remember, the son needs to be the most important part. Then you have a conversation with your baby mother and say, hey, listen, this is how things need to go down. We can do A, B, C, and D. This is how it's going to happen. But what you're saying about how things need to happen have to be based on what is best for the situation and not based on your ego. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's the only time she's going to start to respect you, because it has to be based on you say, hey, listen, I'm going to pick up my son from this time to this time or this day or whatever. And, you know, you go have him down the stairs at this time or whatever. And listen, and within like a month or so, I'm a you know, we're gonna have to have a sit down with me, you, and your man, so I can just shake his hand, look him in the eye, and so that he knows who I am. You feel what I'm saying? It'll be all peaceful, it'll all be chill, and then we could just continue from there. But what I'm saying is right, that you got to get rid of that ego shit and that feeling you got about, or that whole idea of, oh, but I feel some type of way because I want us to be a family. Throw that shit out the window right now. You see what I'm saying? You got to throw that shit out the window, bro.
Right. I'm like I forget it. Like I forget it every once in a while. But when I'm trying to get my son, it just all comes back in my head. Like this nigga, he around my son. I wish he would disrespect my son, or my son calling him daddy or anything like that. I don't want that. So I'm trying to be consistent. But I just didn't feel right when she was telling me, like, I gotta come get my son at the steps. She'll bring him down to me. Like, what kind of?
But that's what I'm saying. But this is what I'm. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly. This is what I'm talking about. Where all of those things are happening as a result of how you're coming at the situation. So you have to restructure the situation you have with you and your baby mother. You see what I'm saying? So to get her to understand and follow your leadership, but she can't follow your leadership if you're the type of guy who's feeling some type of way about her with another man. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. So this is what I'm saying. So as difficult as it might be, you got to make sure, focus on what's important. Don't give, like, her being with her man, that's not important. What's important is that you're taking care of your son. Now, I'm sure, like, did she say anything, or did your son say anything about the dude doing anything fucked up?
Nah, he's 3. He's 3 years old.
No, I'm talking about the guy. I'm talking about. Okay, I'm talking about. Did your baby mother say, "Yo, my new boyfriend did this to your kid"? Did she say anything like that?
Oh, nah. She never said anything like that.
Okay, so what I'm saying is don't worry about her and her man. Focus on your son and focus on the relationship you have with your baby mother, so that she can listen to you. But she's not going to listen to you if you're feeling some type of way about her and her man. Does that make sense?
So in other words, she knows based on how I communicate what I say to her.
Yes, based on how you're coming at the situation, she can already tell. So this is what I'm saying. You have to sit her down, have a conversation with her, and basically restructure the situation so things run smooth.
Because I can tell you, like when she's calling and me not answering the phone in the call and me saying what's up, that part is actually working. So I appreciate your advice on you say my way or no way. I'm implementing that, but it's just that one issue that I just couldn't understand.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. In order for things to be that, see, this is the thing. When you're creating a structure, the structure has to be grounded in what's going to benefit the situation for everyone. And so what happens is that for you to be an effective leader, you can't be emotional about none of this shit. Like, it has to be all practical. It has to say, hey, well, I got to go take care of my son. My baby mother has a new boyfriend. Okay, cool. So let me make sure that I meet him at some point, just so that we're on the same page and everything is cool. And then we can continue and move forward. And then I got to talk to my baby mother about, okay, how much money are we going to need for this? Okay, I'm going to send you this amount. This is what this is for. So everything is on the up and up. But in order for you to be able to do that, and in order for her to respect you to do that, you have to make sure that you're doing this without that ego and without that emotion about what's happening with her and her man. And on top of that, you got to be consistent with doing that from now on. You see what I'm saying? Because what's going to happen is she has to get used to you being consistent and being that leader in order for her to respond to you effectively. You see what I'm saying? Right now, she's not responding to you effectively because you're still feeling some type of way about the situation. You see what I'm saying?
Right. I guess I wasn't her first choice or whatever the case may be. I don't know what.
No. Don't worry. You see, you still worrying about all that other bullshit. Don't worry about none of that. Just focus on your son and focus on the communication you have with your baby mother. That's the only two things you need to focus on right now. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, I understand. I got you.
All right, bro.
All right, I appreciate you.
All right, brother. I'm holler. Peace. All right. So yeah, man, you guys gotta. I know niggas be they be feeling some type of way when they baby mother be moving on and shit. You know what I'm saying? See, he still got them feelings. I'm telling you that shit. You know what I mean? You gotta chill on that. Let me see what some of these questions or statements he said. But being manipulative increases your chances of getting the cat. That's all I really care about. Jesus. Being manipulative does not increase your chances of getting the cat. No, it does not. It doesn't increase it. Can you get the box? Of course, it doesn't increase it though. What it does is that it increases the chances of you dealing with a chick who's going to try to get some get back when she realizes all that manipulation happened. See, I got to be careful. See, some of y'all be playing around with listen, you play around with a chick and her emotions. Listen, that's on you. Whatever happens after that. Says, if I go to strip clubs and have regular chicks I see over there, does that make me a player? Why or why not? What? Hold on. I go to strip clubs and have regular chicks I see over there. What do you mean? First of all, players don't be really loving strip clubs like that anyway. I don't know what you're talking about. Says, but Lucari, if women fall for comforting lies, whose fault is that, to be honest? Well, that's the thing. I'm not worried about, or I don't want you guys to focus on, them falling for the lies. What I'm saying is if you lie to the chick or you manipulate her, the consequence of that, once she realizes it, she finds out, or, it becomes an issue, then you're going to have to deal with the shit that goes with that. And so when something arises because of you, being manipulative or being deceptive, like the effect of that, don't complain when it's some shit you don't like. That's all I'm saying. So you got to be careful. Says, what about a case when you told a woman to eat before coming on a date, then she goes online and lies that you're rude, cheap, and that women should be careful because of that? This is what you got to understand. Don't worry about what a chick is saying. You understand? See, the thing is this. The reason why you're the leader is because you have to set an example. So you're going to have a chick that's going to lie and manipulate, do all this other stuff. Don't be a guy that says, oh, well, they do it, so I should do it too. So you're making yourself on an equal playing field as the woman, which you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to lead. You're supposed to teach her to not manipulate. And you teach her to not manipulate and to lie and to deceive by you being the example first. You see what I'm saying? That's what makes her realize that y'all are not equal. You understand what I'm saying? And then you teach her, you upgrade her. That's how it works. So I told this chick that I wanted to smash, and she said, I will let you know. She invited me for her birthday and was dancing and grinding on me. Should I hit her up to set up the smash date? Bruh. So you told the chick you want to smash. She's like, I'll let you know. And then she invited you for her birthday. So she invited you to a birthday party when you told her you want to smash. So she invited you to birthday. I bet you bought her a present too. That's the crazy part. Hopefully you didn't do it, but I think you did. And she's dancing, doing all this other shit. Basically, she's using you for attention. So if you're trying to smash, tell the chick, look, I'm trying to smash this day and this time. She says, oh, I don't know. Can I get back to you? Okay, get back to me at this time so we can you can see if we can see each other at this time. Stay focused on what you're trying to do. So basically, she just got you to come through to her birthday and spend time with her. You feel what I'm saying? And then on top of this whole, I'll let you know. Right? See, it's one thing if a chick says, yes, I'm interested, but I have to let you know when my schedule opens up, or I'll let you know, next week if I'm free this day or whatever. You understand? But she has to basically agree to it. And if she says, oh, can I get back to you? Okay, cool. Get back to me Tuesday by 8:00. See, whenever a chick says, I'm not sure, maybe I'll get back to you, say, cool, but I'm gonna need you to get back to me by this time. Give her a deadline. That's how you do that. Or you said, where's Miles? So Miles is traveling right now, so Miles will be back soon. So shout out to my dude Miles in the building. Says, would an outlier be if she has bad things happening in her life, like family members getting sick? We already had hooked up a ton from the start, but it stopped recently due to her situation. Well, I mean, anything could happen, but again, this is where communication comes in. You see what I'm saying? Like if a chick is really, if a chick actually, respects you, she just give you a text, hey, what's up? Some shit happened with my family, but can I holler at you when I get back from so-and-so and so forth and so on? You know what I'm saying? That'll happen. How do we let go of things? It's important that we do, but we have an hard time doing it because we don't know how. We're all taught how to consume, but not let go. Well, the thing is that happens because, being attached to shit. When you have a heart, when you're extremely attached to people, places, things, and situations, it's going to be hard for you to let go. And the thing is, the way that you do this is, to be able to be detached is you enjoy every situation, every moment, and then you just let it go right after, let it be. Meaning, for example, the perfect example is if you watch a movie, right? If you watch a movie, you sit there, you watch it for 2 hours, you're immersed in the fucking story, you enjoy the movie. When it's over, the credits run, and then you move on to something else. You understand? You don't sit there and cry and be like, oh my God, the movie's over. What do I do? No, you just move on to some other shit, right? It's the same concept. Same thing. This says, I know you say game don't cheat, but isn't cheating just putting yourself first in the situation, which is the meaning of alpha? So it's really manipulative. No, it's really manipulation or just exercising your options as a high value man. Yo, Lil Kev always comes with the funny ass questions. Bro, here's the thing. Putting yourself first, cheating is not putting yourself first. You understand? Cheating is being deceptive. Putting yourself first would be saying to the woman, hey, I'm going to fuck other girls while I'm with you. That's putting yourself first. Because you're saying, this is what I want to do, and I am letting you know what I'm going to do so that you can make an informed choice whether or not to fuck with me. You see what I'm saying? So when you're cheating, you're not putting yourself first. You're manipulating someone to be with you while you're doing something behind their back. You see what I'm saying? Dan says, when you live with your chick, but you want to have your own place again, but still keep the relationship going, what's the best way to set this up? You just got to have that conversation with her. Be like, hey, listen, I want us to both still be together. I love you. You're awesome. I want this to keep going, but I also want to have my own space again. You feel what I'm saying? So, you can just tell her that, but, he's going to have that conversation and let her know that, y'all moving in different spots doesn't mean that, the relationship is over. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is this, what's going to happen is that there might be some resistance if her idea, for example, of like, let's say, for example, she was expecting you guys to get married or some shit. And then you're saying, yo, I want to move back, into my own space. That might make her feel some type of way because she was expecting y'all to, be together, living together, then getting married and having kids or whatever the fuck it was. But still, you still have to have that conversation with your girl and just let her know what it is. This says, how can I know if I should date multiple women? Do it if you want to, bro. That's like, what do you mean? How can you know if you should? Do you want to do it? Yes, then do it. Look, has your message changed has your message changed for the better throughout the years on YouTube? I saw an old video of yours, how to get bitches at the gym, and it was almost similar to that dude Denmo. What? Which video is this? I mean, when y'all say I saw videos of me saying shit, y'all gotta send me a link, because I always get people say, yo, you said this, and I'm like, where? And then if they send me the video, it's a totally fucking different thing than they're talking about. Like, y'all will say what you thought I said. So you need to send me a link. You know what I'm saying? Send me a link. Send me a link. But guys, if you have any questions, put a Q in the chat. If not, if you're gonna call in. We're about to wrap this up in like 5 minutes. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're gonna call up, now is the time to do it. All right, it says, you were right when you said the truth is inside you. I finally realized I've been living a lie for years, but now I've accepted the truth. That's what's up. That's what's up. It says, before I make a woman my girlfriend, what should be done in the vetting process? Well, go to badboymembership.com right now. Go to badboymembership.com, because I have a whole program on the badboymembership.com where I talk about vetting a chick. So go to badboymembership.com. So I have a program on the vetting process in general, and I have a program on even how to vet chicks for casual sex. You feel what I'm saying? So go to badboymembership.com to check all that shit out. You feel what I'm saying? So, make that shit happen. Nobody said Ramos did a video on that very thing. Like, you say one thing and they hear something else. Exactly. That'd be the funniest shit. They'd be like, look, you said in this video this. And I'm like, no. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll say some shit like, I'll say some shit like, you guys should go out and approach, as many women as possible, because you got to play the numbers game. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll say some shit like, oh, Lucario, you said in the video that, you're supposed to like talk to every girl in the world, but how am I going to talk to every girl in the world when I don't have enough time to talk to 3 billion women? Like, how is that going to be possible? You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, I didn't say that. But that's just how you interpreted it. You see what I mean? So you gotta be very aware of what's being said, like what's actually being said. Because a lot of times when you're not aware of what's being said, that also affects how you communicate with women too. Because a woman might be saying a certain thing, and because you don't know how to understand what she's saying, you misread what she says, and then therefore you fucking up. So does growing up in the city versus suburbs affect how quickly you learn game, having more chicks to talk to? No, it does not. It just depends on how much work you put in. You feel what I'm saying? Because you got a person in the city who's in close proximity to a bunch of women and never fucking talk to women or never go out or do nothing. And you got someone who lives in the suburbs that actually goes out and does things and talks to people. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But guys, make sure that you guys go to badboymembership.com, masculineidentitymembership.com. Make sure that you guys check us out this Sunday on the Real Game No Theory show. I think tomorrow Miles and K Zagin's going to be doing the Man That Is a Skill Set show. I'm going to do another live at like 4:30. You feel what I'm saying? and we'll make that happen. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Remember, make sure that you guys go get the tickets to the Game Kings 2 seminar in Vegas. Make sure you guys go get that shit. Get the tickets for Vegas. Get that shit going. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it, people. And I will holla at y'all later. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out.
We're here to define what a man is, right?
Responsibility creates struggle, struggle creates strength, and strength creates structure.
How many people care about what people think about them? Be honest.
As a man, you got to be able to protect not just yourself, but your family.
When we talk about being a man, it's your behaviors.
But I don't say any of this to brag. I don't say any of this to gloat my life up or I'm better than anybody.
I start crying. I'm like, why am I crying? And so what I realized was,
You put yourself in a target-rich environment. You are the only woman that paid for a ticket to come to this event.
If you're trying to teach your daughter to be around a certain man and you're not that man yourself, she gonna choose you.
Hey, let me not touch this nigga. He too clean. Where is that on you?
It's not on me.
It's not on you. The only reason why it's not on you is because you didn't choose it.
Find the women who can actually help you build. And here's some deep game for you. You don't have to have sex with all of them.
Since 2016, I've been following Lucario and Miles. Y'all changed my life. Followed by Uncle Ram. So ever since then, I've been getting a little bit of too much ass at times.
You know, as a man, there's a balance to it. Your purpose and pussy. And the heavier your purpose,
even if you lose the relationship, you don't lose yourself. And that's the most important part.
Ladies and gentlemen,